I sat in the exam room of the hospital. My fingers kept tapping my knees. Maybe it was because of my past experiences, but at any time I had to deal with a hospital, I would always worry about the worst outcome. After a long while, the doctor finally came in. He closed the door and sat down in front of me, my hands clenched into fists. He opened the test results and read through them. Then he looked up from the document and stared at me. What is your relationship with her? The diagnosis is stomach cancer. I was stunned. It really was the worst outcome. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't really remember what the doctor had said afterwards. I took the test results and went back to the patient's room. I looked at her, still sound asleep. I wondered if she would just keep sleeping like this. Maybe she would never wake up again. Yang Ying had told me her story. She had been all alone with no family for a long time, just like me. And now with this diagnosis, she would have to deal with this all by herself. I could see her bright eyes looking into mine in the flickering candle lights. I crumbled the test results in my hands. When? Okay, hello you and welcome to some kind of Fox content and welcome back to Will, A Wonderful World, where we're continuing on trying to fix the situations that these people are going through here. Don't really have an idea what we're gonna do here. So I'm just gonna try something now because I can't really brain this one out. I sat on the steps of the hospital, stunned. I thought the doctor was going to tell me about her condition, but he had given me the test result for my previous hospital stay. About a month ago, I'd been in a fight with someone. I wonder if it's Jimmy, because Jimmy's story is about a street fight. I had been a little rusty and too hot-headed, and one of my ribs was broken. I had to ask for sick leave from the school because I had to stay in the hospital for a while. The doctor was very attentive. As I recovered, he suggested that I get a full physical. I realized that I hadn't had a physical for a long time, so I thought I might as well get one. Little did I know that I would be getting such a surprise. It had gone dark outside now. I picked up the test results, got up, and went back to the patient's room. The nurse must have just taken her temperature, as I saw Li Wen's hands hanging outside of the sheets. Her collar was messed up. I carefully tucked her hands back under the sheets, trying not to wake her up. She seemed to be dreaming. She suddenly turned her face to the side and mumbled something. Her face was only inches away from mine. I couldn't move for a second, and I remember what had happened the day I fainted in my apartment. Even though my heart had stopped, and I hadn't been breathing, I had been conscious. I felt someone pressing my chest. I felt someone yelling my name. I felt someone. I knew it was her, but I couldn't move at all. No, actually I could, but I was thinking perhaps I could just let go, and all of this would be over. However, when I heard her crying, my heart suddenly bounced. I opened my eyes with all the strength I had, and I saw her sobbing uncontrollably. Why would she care so much about someone whom she barely knew? Why? And I suddenly realized the reason why I had cared about her so much. We were just like each other. We must have similar pasts. My strength started coming back to my body. I grabbed her hand as soon as I could, just so that I could tell her I was okay. I didn't want to see her sad. A buzz from my cell phone pulled me back from my thoughts. I had a text message. I walked out of the room, leaned on the wall in the hallway, and opened my inbox. It was from Yang Ying. She had received my text about my condition and she wanted to see me at the coffee house later. I pressed the delete button. It had been a habit of mine for a very long time. I always deleted my texts as soon as I read them. I would always get annoyed if I had too many texts in my inbox. There were 4 other texts left in the inbox. It's raining, remember to bring an umbrella with you if you are heading out, Mr. Wen. Deleted. There's a book signing at the West entrance right now. I bought an art collection book. I think it's going to be sold out soon, Mr. Wen. Would you like me to buy you a copy? Deleted. The art show today is really cool. Thank you so much for the ticket, Mr. Wen. I'm in the gift shop near the north entrance right now. They have a lot of cute little things here. Are you coming today too, Mr. Wen? Deleted. Mr. Wen, I'm about to head back. Thank you again. Deleted. Oh! Well, I guess we did that. Well, time to figure out if Jimmy was the one who got in a street fight with Mr. Wen here. In the largest arcade of Mongkok, Time Reversal Cup, the Prince of Fighters 97 Nostalgia Tournament, a giant banner was on display. The Time Reversal Cup had been the biggest tournament for classic fighting games in Hong Kong for a few years. It had also been an important source of income in my post-college independent life. After graduating from college last year, I had moved out of my parents' house and rented a 30 square meter studio with a standalone bathroom. I never knew that rent could be so expensive. Yeah. I never understood why people would want to buy stuff on sale. I never realized that part-time jobs barely paid anything. Not until I lost financial support from my father and mother did I begin to appreciate the challenges of life. Therefore, I must win the tournament. The prize money for winning the championship would be enough to cover my expenses for 3 months. I'd arrived not too long ago and I'd been testing my machine. People were beginning to gather around, many of whom kept taking pictures with their phones. As the 2-time defending champion, I had been placed directly in the semi-finals, so I was expecting a little attention. However, today I was feeling very suspicious about every one of those people. I was about to go and hide in the bathroom for a little while before the match. Suddenly a wave of excitement washed over the crowd. A small kid had just walked up to the machine opposite mine. He was in his school uniform wearing a pair of glasses and his hair was parted to the left side. The staff thought we didn't know each other and started making introductions. This is the primary school killer. You must have heard of him. He has no more rivals left in the Sim Sha Sui area. Again, apologies for mispronouncing. Last week he challenged the entire North Key arcade. Nobody dared even say a word. I never thought that he would be my opponent today. I silently cursed all the gods and goddess in my head. Hey, if you're cursing me, you can be on your own here, mister. And then the punk kid held his thumbs down and made a face at me. The crowd booed loudly. The booing went right into my head along with the history of our rivalry. Now watch out, you punk. Big brother is gonna teach you a lesson for the sake of your parents. Let me show you how to be polite and respectful to your senior. Mr. Yagami versus his Kusanagi, 2 games out of 3. In all honesty, our raw skill were mostly on the same level. But every time I played this kid, he would always be able to get into my head and mess up my inputs. I'd be thinking of a punch but press a kick. I was trashed in the first game. And I tried my damn best to win the second game. Here came the deciding game. The crowd had become wild. Time to go to hell, you little punk. Hell! 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 Hell? At this point of our HP, they were low. Our special moves were both fully charged and ready to go as well. If either of us made a mistake right now, the other would immediately land a combo and finish the game. I slightly wiggled my sweating right hand and feigned a retreat. The punk kid took the bait. His punch whiffed. Now's my chance! I commanded Yugami to jump behind him, ready to unleash the final combo. Yes. To be. Or not to be. After 2 consecutive Akai Hana, my opponent had just been thrown into midair. It was finally time to end this game with a desperation move. Joystick. Joystick. Hard punch. Ghostly purple flames appeared on Yogami's hands like pillars were busting from the ground one after another. Desperation move. This. Oh crap, that was the wrong move. It was an amazing move that could stun the opponent, but its only drawback was that it was also slow. Kusanagi quickly air-tagged away from the pillars, nullifying my attack. Oh shit. The punk kid smiled behind his glasses. Kusanagi jumped on top of me and hit me right in the face. I was still in recovery from the previous move, so I couldn't defend myself. Kusanagi then kicked me into the air, raging fire uppercut erupted in his right hands as he held it high. It then turned into a devouring firebomb while I was staring in shock. It blew Yugami into the sky, KO. As Yugami kept flying upwards on the screen, my heart was sinking all the way into the ground. I lost. My prize gone. I might have to borrow money from my father to cover the rent this month. Okay, apologies, but if you're basing your living on a esports tournament, like if you get second place in a tournament or even third or fourth, then you can't pay rent. Yeah. He would once again try to persuade me to go and work at his company. Mother would then try to set me up on a blind date, forcing me to meet people who I had absolutely no interest in. Yet I would have to pretend to smile the whole time. No! My dear goddess of fortune, please take me away from here. Gimme! Okie dokie, let's see if we can fix this one up for Jimmy here. So obviously, you punch and then move. Easy. Hey! Yugami only threw a hard punch. Kusanagi jumped backwards and casually dodged the attack. Wait, where was my desperation move? I froze. The announcers froze. Even the audience froze. I completely panicked. I couldn't even remember what to do anymore, and I just kept mashing the joystick and the buttons. Sounds like the way I play games. The punk kid smiled behind his... there we go. With a jump on top of me, with the kick me into the air, raging fire uppercut, and devouring firebomb, and there we go. Yeah, we don't need to see all this. Okay, so that's not how we do it here. What if we do this? And if it's not this, then there are, 2 options left? There we go! Yugami stepped forward, leapt high into the air, and slammed Kusanagi onto the ground. Special move. Nope, that's not the one. Combo was terminated. Special move, powerful enough to KO. I quickly readjusted my joystick. From in distance, however, my momentary hesitation had only... Why can't I do anything about this guy's hesitation? That seems to be the problem here. Yeah, KO. Okay, so it's not that. Sinking all the way to the ground. I lost my prize gone. Okay. So what if? What if this? An energy wave burst off the ground and blasted towards Kusanagi. Okay, nope, that's not it either. Okay, well, I'll just click our way through all the text here. And then we'll try... There should be, what, 1 left? 2 left? I'm not sure. 2 left. Am I really gonna have to do all of them before I find the right one? Even inside of a video game, I don't know how to play video games. I told you I'm not good with a controller. I don't know about this joystick shit. What about this? No, that's a... Wait. Okay, not that. Here we go. This has to be the one. Morphed into a blur. Grabbed Kusanagi in the air and slammed him onto the ground. His attack fueled with every last drop of his power. Washed over his opponent like an unstoppable waterfall. Kusanagi couldn't even hold his posture anymore. There we go. Yes! 3 months of expenses. See how it's done, you little punk? Wait, isn't it 1-1 now? Isn't it best of 3 and we both won 1? I guess not. After the ceremony, I was about to duck out of the arcade quietly when the punk kid suddenly blocked my way. What? You want to look for a real fight now? Don't you know my fame of beating up both a senior home and a kindergarten on the same day? I don't think that's anything to be proud of, Jimmy. I quietly thought to myself, congratulations, mister. I bought you this newspaper as a special gift for you. I took the newspaper. It was some random tabloid. Cover page headline. Despicable... Oh, hi. What the hell was this? Several months ago, I had beaten up the little punk primary school killer pretty badly in another casual tournament. Then, a few days later, an article began circulating on the internet about me taking off my pants on the street and mooning some little kid. There was even a picture to go with it. Yet, whether you judged it by the shape or by the percentage of body fat, that was not my butt in the picture. And the funny thing was, when I tried to remove the censor boxes from the picture, through some technical magic, I realized that the kid in the picture was exactly this little punk. When had I ever taken a picture with him? Besides, what kind of twisted mind would make up such a gross and embarrassing idea in the first place? Not to mention actually going through the trouble of faking a picture. Well, some people don't take losing kindly. Afterwards, I had to hack a dozen websites to delete all of the related articles. And now I had it printed on paper. I didn't know who was more despicable in this whole ordeal. In any case, the more despicable the story was, the faster it traveled. People would always believe this kind of garbage. People in the arcade were starting to stare at me. I knew they had not just come here for the tournament today. What? Did you expect me to tear the paper into pieces and make a scene? Screw you, you little punk. I stuffed the newspaper into the bag with my prize and walked out of the arcade. It was drizzling outside. Life is Good was playing in my headphones. I decided not to take a cab and just walked back to the apartment. I bumped into a few people, but nobody gave me any trouble or even a second look. Yeah, why bother myself with other people's opinions? This was my life, the one that I had always wanted. King of Fights, try all different combination of game. God damn it, I did all of them. Well, at least I got an achievement for it and a star. But what now? Game? Is it this? Can I do this now? No. No new messages. What do I do? Wait, what do I... There are no... I did all of them. Don't tell me I have to get a star in all of them. Is it this? I have a star in that. I can't do any more of that. Wait, what do I do? Help? Mr. Game? Help? Will this help? This doesn't help. What do I do? Wait, is it because I haven't checked everything here? So we got Rocky, we got Mr. Wen, we got this one that I can totally remember the name of, Jimmy. This guy that I can totally remember the name of, Carlos. I believe this is Alicia. I can't remember. So Spotty, the cat. And then with his face, and then with this face, and then with this face. And that's all of them. Huh. Well, I know this episode is a bit short, but I think I'm gonna have to leave it there and then try to figure out in my own time how to progress the game. I don't think I've completed it. Have I? Is this it? No, it must be because that I need to get stars on some of them. Maybe if I get a star on this, look. If I get a star on that, because that ties into this, and then I get a... Wait, there are 2 different S ranks here. Isn't there? Because this one here, isn't that an S rank too? So if I get that, maybe I can do this. Well, I'm gonna try to figure that out in my own time. Sorry for the shortness of this episode, but seems like even a god can be stifled. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you in the next one. Alright, I'm out.